Welcome to Logan's Comics, where heroes rise, mercenaries fall, and legends are reborn from chaos. Today, we dive into the story of a man caught between death and identity, the enigmatic, unpredictable, and dangerously funny Agent X Nijo Minamiyori. There's a saying in the Marvel universe, when you cross paths with Deadpool, expect madness. But when Nijo did, he got more than chaos, he lost everything he was. Once a cold, precise assassin, Nijo's life spiraled into something far stranger. Long before the name Agent X ever echoed through the underworld, Nijo Minamiyori was a deadly mercenary, a man who lived in the shadows. He was skilled, ruthless, and most of all, personal. His brother's death was pinned on one man, Wade Wilson. Deadpool? And revenge burned hotter than any mission he had ever taken. In Deadpool Vol. 1, 6569, 2002, Nijo's mission to take down the merc with a mouth went catastrophically wrong. Instead of victory, he found himself caught in a storm of betrayal and insanity. Black Swan, a telepathic assassin, entered the scene, and in one chaotic battle, both Deadpool and Nijo were struck down. But Black Swan's psychic explosion did more than just wound them, it merged them. When Nijo awoke, he wasn't himself anymore. His mind, his body, even his memories were fractured. He was Deadpool, but he was Nijo either. He became something new, something unpredictable. He became Agent X in Agent X 1, 2002. He stumbled through the world with Deadpool's healing factor, his dark humor, and a personality that shifted between manic and merciless. The world thought Deadpool had survived, but this was something far stranger. He didn't remember who he was. He didn't even know what he was supposed to be. But one thing was clear, Agent X was a mercenary reborn. Teaming up with Sandy Brandenburg and Taskmaster, Agent X built his own mercenary business, Agency X. Together, they took on impossible missions, crossing paths with the likes of Outlaw, Bullseye, and even the X-Men. He had Deadpool's reckless charm, Nijo's tactical brilliance, and a moral compass spinning wildly between hero and villain. But beneath the jokes and bravado, there was a haunting truth. Agent X was dying slowly, painfully. His healing factor, unstable and unpredictable, was tearing his body apart. By Agent X 12, 2003, the world discovered what truly happened. Black Swan's mind merge had tied the fates of Deadpool, Nijo, and Swan together. None could exist without the others. When one healed, another suffered. When one died, another lived. It was a cruel cosmic joke, and Agent X was the punchline. Eventually, the balance restored. Deadpool returned, Nijo's soul fractured beyond repair, and Agent X faded into semi-retirement. He survived somehow. He opened a shooting range, gained weight, and became the most reluctant semi-hero in Marvel's mercenary world. By the time he reappeared in Deadpool, Merc with a Mouth 2009, his chaotic charm had earned him cult status among fans. But neat, the man behind Agent X remained lost in the fog of his own identity. Was he the ghost of a killer, the shadow of Deadpool, or a new man entirely? That question defined his story. Because Agent X wasn't just a clone or a copy, he was Marvel's way of asking, what happens when you lose everything that defines you and have to build yourself from the ashes? Unlike Deadpool, Agent X wasn't driven by madness or pain. He was driven by purpose, to prove that he wasn't just a mistake. And that's what made him fascinating. Behind every sarcastic line, every insane plan, there was a flicker of tragedy, the echo of a man who wanted his name back. Though Agent X hasn't headlined a major Marvel series in years, his legacy still lingers in the world of mercenaries. Deadpool owes part of his mythos to him. Taskmaster, Outlaw, and Sandy still remember the days when Agent X ran Agency X, not as a clone, not as a joke, but as a man who found laughter in pain and purpose in chaos. And maybe that's the beauty of Agent X, a mercenary who became a mirror to the merc with a mouth. In his confusion, we saw Marvel's mastery, a story where identity itself became the battleground. So next time you see Deadpool cracking jokes, remember somewhere out there, a man with the same face and half the sanity is laughing too, a survivor of madness, known simply as Agent X. If you love Marvel's wildest, weirdest characters, subscribe to Logan's Comics, where the legends never stay dead. They just get funnier.